So this is supposed to go fast. Worldwide, so treasure to trash. We are in a garbage crisis, and global warming is the particularly nasty side effect that, of course, uh, could be, something like the four horsemen of the apocalypse, but we're in a trash crisis. Worldwide, humans pull out 100 billion tons from the environment, and they turn 67 billion tons into trash or waste gases every year. So out of every three things we harvest out of the environment, we keep one and we trash two as humanity. 66.6% waste. So Americans produce 1,700 pounds of trash per year, 1 ton, and 70 tons in their lifetime, and between 56 and 70 pounds of carbon dioxide every single day. 50 to 70 pounds for each one of 330 million Americans. That's crazy. And then for you to be producing over your lifetime 70 tons of trash, and all of it's going to have to be cleaned up by somebody else. So Americans, 330 million people, are producing 70 tons of trash each over their lifetimes, and somebody else is going to have to clean up all that many billions of tons of trash. Somebody's going to have to come back and clean up again because, we take a look at those bottles are going to last for 350 years, 500 years. So past your children or whatever, somebody's going to have to clean it up. And in fact, each one of the trash is enough to build a one-bedroom house. So Americans alive today will throw away enough material in their lives to build 100 million homes. That's crazy. So global warming, anthropogenic global warming. It means anthro means human, and genic means generated, sort of. Global warming is the effect of humankind's massive industrial output of warming gases heating the Earth's surface temperature. I know I had more to this particular presentation, but I wanted to suggest for the climate movement, there's a 777 plan, which I'm going to have to talk to you a little bit more. But first, I wanted to suggest James Hansen. Keep an eye on that guy. I think he's where we should be talking about. He's always gotten it right, and no reason to doubt him. And, he said it was going to be faster than it is, and it has been faster than even IPC said it was. So we'll give him extra props until, he stops being right. But I wanted to get, obviously we have to, within the next couple of years, cut emissions, and I think at least for a half of a year, 6 months, we'll probably have to get it down to 50% for the entire planet, just to even be able to test all of the assumptions regarding climate change. We have to mobilize the military as an emergency force, and also to help emergency resiliency here in the United States, as extra labor to reinforce places which are at risk from flooding, et cetera, but these things can generally be predicted, and also you can do a lot with building code. So a national building code would be good, and then it also stimulates the economy, hence the 777 plan. It's about 7% growth, puts $7 trillion over 2 years, so basically every state gets about $50 billion. To upgrade, to do civil planning, to fix mass transit, to upgrade government buildings. The commercial and residential buildings are probably going to get a thorough new building code that, hopefully allows a lot of flexibility and allows a lot of creativity and generates, and because that's what we're going to be doing, we're going to be literally running a competition between all the states to try to come up with some of the best new, innovative, implemented technologies for building and for doing infrastructure. So all these different states kind of competing on that, because we're going to have to build a national infrastructure plan that connects everything. So the different states and the places and the people will get unprecedented opportunity to upgrade and update, because the whole point. Now this part is going to cost about $7 trillion, and I fully expect it to completely pay for itself and be at least net revenue neutral. So I'm saying we're going to put $7 trillion out into the economy to build 20 to, I want to get 15% more housing built, housing supply, also of a different variety in certain places, and look to experiment a little bit with it to uh, see if we can get living communities for Social Security and retired folks to live well, and within, the costs and the boundaries of, but also to get better like life outcomes, to literally live longer, but also cost less in the same amount of time by developing sort of, post-retirement like living communities that, the government, by not taxing revenue and moving stuff around, kind of make sure that the old folks don't super tax the Social Security system, and then we can take care of that debt long term. Also build, things that can support and actually lengthen the lives of human beings, by making sure that care is is uniform, and then we start, looking at both also the social ends, because I think there is a resocialization that's very necessary for at the especially in the later years, but all through life, of course. So yeah.